Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Angie here for another afternoon edition of STEM Live. You may notice behind me this wonderfully gigantic pile of big blue blocks. We've gotten a whole bunch of really awesome new things in a very short period of time. And so I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about some of the new stuff we got, and then we have one really, in my opinion, extremely exciting new thing coming, hopefully at some point while we're broadcasting. So first of all, obviously, we got a whole bunch of brand new big blue blocks, and so we got twice as many plus half. So we got 1.5 times as many blue blocks as we used to have, and they come in fun new shapes. I think this one looks a little bit like an axe. So all kinds of cool things. It takes up a lot more space. You'll be able to build much, much bigger, bluier, blockier things. One other thing that we got to add to sort of our exhibit floor is we got brand new sand for our augmented reality sandbox. And so instead of, it was lovely plain old playground sand, but instead of regular sand, now it is filled with kinetic sand. And so it's much more enjoyable, in my opinion, to play with. And I encourage you all to come and check it out. Now, we're going to take a little bit of a field trip over towards the entryway, because we're actually going to be adding to our collection of animals. A lot of you folks know me perhaps as the raptor lady. I am lucky enough to do a lot of work with our captive raptors, and we are adding to our raptors. So we have had a great horned owl, a red-tailed hawk, and a merlin. Now we are going to be receiving a northern saw-whet owl. So the northern saw-whet owl is the smallest species of owl east of the Mississippi. So here in Bemidji, depending on what part of town you're in, you might be east of the Mississippi, you might be north or south or whatever. But it's one of the smallest owls in Minnesota. And the owl that we will be receiving, her name is Whoopi. She has an injured wing, and so she can't fly. And because she can't fly, that means she can't hunt. That means she can't get away from predators, and so she is not able to hunt or survive on her own. And sort of exciting, for other raptors live upstairs in the mezzanine. Whoopi is going to be living in the main entry in this wonderful little aviary that we have set up. And because of Whoopi's injuries and her inability to fly, we had to build a whole bunch of ramps for her. So I don't know if the glare is going to let us see. Yes, a little bit. So here you can do the ramps, you probably can't see me. Here we have a whole bunch of ramps and stuff. This is where she lives. Saw-whet owls are cavity nesters, so she's got herself a wonderful little nest box there. And if the glare isn't too bad, you can probably see there's a whole bunch of ramps and some sticks, and those sticks are wrapped in like jute and twine to help give her a little bit of grip. It's also really important for captive raptors to have different textures, so to speak, underneath their feet. What can happen is they spend so much time standing on the ground that they get little sores on the bottom of the feet, sort of like humans. We can get bed sores if we sit too long. We call it bumblefoot, and once it gets there, it can be sort of difficult to get rid of, so we want to try to prevent it altogether. So, that was my fairly quick after-school STEM. But rather than just stand here and ramble off facts, how about we sign off for now, and when the owl shows up, we will be back live. So, if you want to see Whoopi as she gets here, keep your eyes on notifications, all that stuff, because when we go live again, it will be to welcome Whoopi